Okay, hey guys.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
So this is our first time the cat goes off. That's amazing. So
First
this
episode.
is our first.
Not episode.
It's our first episode.
It's an episode.
not
I
an
didn't want to call it an episode.
Our
but
first not
fuck it.
episode.
The first session. Whatever.
Session
Doesn't
sitting.
fucking matter.
We're gonna be talking about games we're currently playing, currently enjoying, currently excited for, that kind of thing. Just we're gonna bullshit with you. We're gonna have some fun with you.
Yeah.
So, guess I'll get it started off. I actually just started playing Persona 5. Not just started, I've played it for, 17?
17 hours.
That's all.
Very
Yes.
little.
Oh,
that
you've
is-
also been playing other games. That's right.
Well,
He
I
plays that.
play stupid basketball. You don't have to whisper it. Everybody's gonna know eventually. I play NBA 2K17. It's,
He's one of those.
It looks good.
Hey, I love it.
I happen to majorly disagree. It looks like PS2 graphics.
It looks awful. It,
It
looks
looks
so
like-
bad.
There was a Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski. For you basketball fans, he coached the USA Olympics team. Obviously, for the Olympics, the basketball, and he's a previous coach and whatnot, and he looks like a clay
Claymation.
glob and claymation. I swear to God, he is so poorly made, so fucking mad.
That's hilarious.
So disrespectful.
And I'm not talking about Mike Krzyzewski himself. I'm just saying,
The clay model.
oh boy, he
That's
looks
not
gross.
supposed to be a clay model.
And like Joe and I were talking the other day, like, step up your game, 2K, because there are games on the PS3 that look better.
Unfortunate.
PS2. Fucking look at Lament of Innocence, Castlevania. Characters on there were fairly good. They didn't move properly, but they looked pretty damn good.
Like the animations to them, yeah, I guess they're not perfect, I guess.
No, yeah.
But I think that's what they spent most of the time on NBA for, is the animations, right? Because they don't look out of the ordinary. They look like a human would do it, except for every now and then, like a character would get stuck in a certain animation.
Well, don't they fucking mocap all them people?
They do,
What
yeah.
does
So it's
mocap
like-
mean?
Motion
It's
capture.
the
Oh.
the mocap suits,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
where they
You know, the bubbles.
the
or
balls,
whatever.
yeah. All
They
the,
need to take note from Guerrilla Games. Horizon Zero
I don't
Dawn
know
was
who the
the
fuck that is.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because they're near flawless. They're well, not near.
They're
They're
really
fantastic.
good. I'll
I
give it to 'em.
hated the faces in that game.
Well,
Really?
I personally didn't play it, but I thought they looked so ugly. I mean, I sit here
Horizon
watching
Zero
you
Dawn?
or my girlfriend, yeah, in Horizon Zero Dawn, they looked so fucking stupid.
I thought they looked. They didn't look realistic because they were too fucking glossy, but like they moved their mouths really well.
They did.
Is that-
yeah.
Anyways,
I can understand what you're saying with the ugliness, and that is, I think, mostly the design of the faces, not just the motion capture shit either.
I feel like they move really robotic way when they're talking.
Yeah.
They're it doesn't look choppy in any way. It just doesn't look like someone would actually be talking to you. I saw who's the black dude?
I don't know. Some dude.
I don't fucking know.
Something
The black dude that's a hologram that's in your head. You know
Oh,
him.
Silence.
Silence. I knew it was like an S. He looked really weird. Like he was just kind of talking to you like blah 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 blah. You guys can't see me, but I'm moving my mouth
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
You know.
he was very robotic.
I'm moving my mouth like
that doesn't sit well with me. Anyways,
Yeah.
what the fuck were we talking about? 2K.
2K. How the
Oh,
coach
yeah,
was
yeah.
awful looking. He looked like a clay blob.
yeah, but okay, so like while the animations looked good in Horizon Zero Dawn, like mocap, they used mocap on that as well. The only thing I find with 2K is that they have difficulty.
Being a good company.
No, they have difficulty with character. Well, and
I mean, look at
they're not
Evolve.
EA.
Let's not get that.
They're not EA.
They have difficulty doing
2K
what? We
is-
keep interrupting you.
The animations themselves are all shared by the current players. and then they have to come up with other animations that current players don't do to give kind of like a diversity.
Yeah.
Like if you're ever playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 or something, and you're adding trees, you don't add one of the same tree. You add multiple trees in order to give it diversity.
Yeah.
So like if everybody in 2K had all the same animations, then it would break immersion. And while that game is not you're breaking my immersion.
Yeah.
It still takes away from the game, and I guess in my opinion, I don't focus so much because you can buy there's like 127 random animations, just
Buy animation.
they're the
weird.
pre-animations
You're buying
made.
moves,
and
though,
then
right?
you can take them off of notable players like Steph Curry and LeBron James.
So like your main character can do something that LeBron James could do.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird.
Verbatim.
That's funny.
Same with celebrations too. I don't know if you guys are following.
Not at all.
I mean, you guys, not just you sitting
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but like you listening. if anybody watches NBA, like in the NBA, the LeBron James celebration or the pre-game celebration, he takes like hand powder and then he goes poof and he throws it up into the air.
Did you just carry like a bag of it in his pants or something?
No. There's like some on the side. There's some on the sideline.
Oh, so he goes over there.
He goes over there. He rubs it and he goes poof, and he throws it up in the air. It's like a
Ritual is complete.
yeah, essentially.
Is that like one of them fucking Mojo type of things, or is it just a thing?
Yeah, it's like his ritual essentially. Yeah,
because it's good luck.
yeah.
right?
So you can buy that animation, and let me remind you guys that getting VC in that game, virtual currency in that game, you have to do several fucking things, and that's real money to 2K. Like
What?
you can buy packs with actual
yeah,
VC.
yeah.
Like, well, if some see it as just it's DLC, 2K sees it as cash. So you're essentially making revenue in that game, and like if I say I earned 10,000 VC in a day, that's $4, kind of.
pretty cool.
I hate 2K. That's a personal grudge I hold against them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know.
You can't make anything I like. You know better than
I don't think so.
I.
Unless you like Bioshock.
Yeah.
And Bioshock,
Like,
they were, but
whatever.
there was more than just 2K. It was like 2K Marin, 2K Australia, or whatever. 2Ks. There is.
Evolve.
That's about what Evolve did.
Yeah.
Just crash and burn.
Those of you curious, my cat just took a huge shit trying to jump up onto the bookshelf, and then he just crashed and burned. He might be dead. I can't hear him struggling.
Yeah, that cat does that. But yeah,
Well,
Evolve was
Yeah, dude.
Don't say that.
2K's awful.
Is he out? Is he out?
Well, I think didn't he fall behind our entertainment center?
He fell behind it. Yeah.
That's usually what
There he
happens.
goes.
Yeah, he's
There
over
he
on the other
goes.
side of the thing now.
Was it Popo that did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Fenrir because Fenrir's been here the whole time, so I didn't see who the hell did it.
No,
He went-
Fenrir.
Saw someone fall
Whenever
down.
Fenrir jumps up there, he tries to get down really carefully.
My favorite thing is you wanted to feed them so they'd shut the hell up. And
So
look
they'd
at him,
shut the.
he's like,
They're not shutting.
guys.
They're trying to. If we had video, you guys could watch him roll. We have 3 cats in the house: Apollo, Aphrodite, and Fenrir, and they're giving us the hardest time right now, just because it's the first episode.
They'll get into the spirit of things eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up, cat." That should be like the trademark at the end or whatever. Like,
Fuck up, cat.
you know how like it's a good show.
Isn't that no longer on there? For
I have
season
wonderful
3?
time.
Yeah, bye. Have a wonderful time. Shoot me in the fucking head. I hate Family Guy. We hate Family Guy.
They hate Family Guy.
We hate.
I'm kind
Joe
of
and I.
indifferent of it. I enjoy it a little bit.
He loves
I haven't
He loves
seen any
it.
of the
Shut
new
the fuck
shit.
up.
He
You
watches
love
the
it.
Cleveland Show 24/7.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't.
Better than fucking Arrow.
it's not.
That was pretty.
Right now. I'm currently watching Arrow to try and finish it because curiosity. Hate that. I'm watching it only because I want to know what happens at the end of it, and then after the end of the last season, Netflix. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Did you watch all of the fucking Flash? Because
There's only 2 seasons.
You need to
how
know
fast I
what
go through
happened in
shit.
that to know what happened in Arrow somewhat, and it's just like, it all gets muddled together, unfortunately.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of.
I
a
like the
crossover.
Flash more than the fucking Arrow, though. The Arrow just kind of chills. Like, so unlikable.
Dude, major fucking douche chills in that show.
Like-
I see maybe 10 minutes of it a day. I walk out into the living room and there's Alex with the fucking Arrow on. And I'm like, I want to tell him to just turn it off, and then he'd be like, but I want
What?
something
You don't
on.
have to watch it.
Or I want to watch it. Or, yeah, you don't have to
Sometimes
watch
I'll
it. That's
watch
his
it,
thing. That's his thing. And it's like, you don't have to watch it. I was like, ugh, you're right.
You
Then
were
I
doing
walk
something
away.
else before you came
My
out
bad.
here.
He's right.
He's right.
And just don't worry, it's almost over. I think I got like 3 more episodes, and then I'm done. And then
Somehow
I'll
you-
go on to the next awful show.
Yes. Somehow you find things that just irk me. a
Oh,
little
remember,
bit.
I told
don't
you
know
I'm
why.
purposely watching the bad shows on Netflix right now. Remember, I watched that stupid Ridiculous 6 movie. Awful. And I'm watching them so that I know what they are.
I watched
and
the
what they're
fucking
like.
Cobbler, and I
We
wanted
all-
to die.
we all-
I
We all kind of caught the ridiculous 6.
Did you?
didn't watch
I think
that.
we were all
No.
sitting here.
No, I
No,
watched
no,
it
no, no, no,
alone.
no. What was the one we watched? It was the other Adam Sandler
The
movie.
do-over.
Do-over.
The
God,
do-
that fucking
That was
abortion of a movie
fucking
was awful.
I swear to God, it was like an infomercial.
It was so
It was
bad.
like it felt like an infomercial because
boy.
it started and then it ended. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Did anything actually?
I have always loved David Spade. Now I just can take him or leave him because of that movie. Like I never thought he was phenomenal or nothing, but boy, did that movie just make me like,
How the mighty have fallen.
yeah.
Adam Sandler too. I mean,
Yeah,
I think.
He's
like-
been off.
oh,
the
and
throne for a while.
they have
he's
the
he's been
trailer,
off the throne for a while, sure, but
you know, he
Are
was
you
great.
saying we hate him now because of it?
Well, it's not that we hate
No,
him. It's just
just-
that he needs to stop being in movies.
He does.
he's
Stop.
just
Agreed.
be done, dude. He retired. You got him all.
Yeah.
But-
You're a millionaire at this
But
point,
if I
right?
remember, one of you told me that he had that contract where he has to
Contract.
do.
Movie
Netflix.
contract with
It's a
Netflix.
He's,
contract.
I think. Wait, what were the 5 movies he has on Netflix? It's The Ridiculous 6, The
The
Cobbler,
Do-Over.
The Do-Over.
Well, the cobbler was already made.
the cobbler
Oh, was
isn't
it?
theirs. Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
he's
Do-Over,
got.
and
Then he's got 3 more.
He's got one that actually just came out.
Well, it's not out yet. It's
Okay.
they have the trailer up for it, and I'm going to be
Trailer.
watching
I
that.
saw
when
the
it comes
fucking
out.
trailer for it. I don't remember anything about it. My mind's just like,
Stupid.
you don't need this. Zoop, deleted.
Let me pull it back to this, the Castlevania thing on Netflix. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
For those of you that don't know, which is all of you, all 3 of you that are going to watch this
now.
or listen to this podcast,
This
listen
jumbled
this jumbled
thought.
mess of thought. Yeah.
train thing.
I personally, Wesley, me, who do you think you are? I am. I love Castlevania
don't
as well as
understand.
Alex also loves Castlevania.
I do.
So that's one thing I'm super
I
hyped
hate
for.
Castlevania.
You
Just
bullshitter.
kidding. I don't know it.
You bullshitter.
Not interested.
you love whips and chains.
Fucking that Castlevania Netflix, and they said it was going to be super rated R. And I
I'm
was
not
like,
looking forward to it.
bro,
Edgy.
it's going to be so edgy. It's going to be like red and black incarnate.
You're
It's-
gonna get.
I want it to be good so bad, but I have
You're
a
gonna get
feeling
Neil
it's going to be
Patrick
so
Harris to be
bad.
the main character.
Oh, I'm trying to think of like how Neil Patrick Harris would be like dagger, 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 whip, chain, whip.
He's not in it, is he?
He's the main
No, that was,
character.
the,
Alex.
that was the joke. He's like they're gonna get Neil Patrick Harris to be Simon Belmont,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler to be Dracula.
I can't say I wouldn't watch that.
It'd be a
I
fucking
would.
comedy.
I
I'd
mean, he's
have
already
to.
a fucking vampire in that Hotel Transylvania, so
Oh.
you know he's.
I never did watch this movie.
They're good. Anyways,
Back to video games. Trailed far off of that.
Again, well, I mean, we're still talking about Castlevania.
Oh, Castlevania, but we're talking about a video or a TV series that's or a Netflix series. What
Tell
Netflix
us-
original
Whatever.
series.
Tell us about Horizon Zero Dawn because Joe and I never played it, so
It's
we
fantastic.
only watched you play it a lot.
I have not
Okay.
heard a single bad thing about it yet. And not
Oh,
that
you
I've
heard them
I
from
haven't
me.
I haven't beaten it yet. I've actually played almost to the final bit, but I just haven't had a chance to play yet.
My girlfriend damn near 100% of that.
You got
Yeah.
98% last I saw.
98%.
That's only because she's missing one trophy.
Trophies.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. The best thing about it is definitely the combat, because you can go at it 10 different ways. The only downside to the combat is the weapons. You have bows, you have rope things.
Kinda
That's
like,
all.
Yes.
you don't have. I saw you can get guns off of fucking things.
Well,
Yeah,
you
you
can
rip it
break
off
it
their
and
back
drop
and then
it,
you can
and
use it.
you can use it, but they have very limited ammo, and you can't reuse it after
Oh,
it's
that
empty.
sucks. It's just there to be flashy one.
Well, they're super powerful. They're the strongest things in the game, and
Yeah.
they'll take down whatever you take off of it. But you don't want to keep using those. Plus, you walk slow with it.
It's like
Well, it
moments.
looks cool though.
It does.
You'd want to keep using
Like you can,
if you were
like,
able
let's
to
say
get as sufficient, you know.
Yeah,
What's
but
it
you're
called?
you're a hunter.
Underjaw is the
Fuck what? It's
main
like,
thing.
What? You're
But
20
you're
whatever.
Yeah, but
You're not
you're
20, I
you're a
don't think.
primitive.
No, the year is like, you
Oh.
know, 20.
2596. I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know
It's
yet.
not too
But
far
you're a
off.
primitive hunter with primitive technologies.
Electro arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the Thunderjaw is the big one that I think you both might have saw me fight. Big Thunderjaw that I picked up.
It all kind of
did
jumbles
things.
together for me when I
I've
think
only
of,
seen
when I
you
think of that
fight
game. I
things
think
that
of
look
particle
like fucking
effects.
vultures, and then like Terminator, not Terminator. The one that fights Alien, what's his name? Predator. There's like these weird dogs with like dreadlocks that I saw you fight. That was it.
Dogs with dreadlocks?
Yeah, they had like tubes coming out of their head.
I know the deer.
Haven't seen.
Robot
Oh,
deer.
no. Okay. The thing you're talking about, Joe, with the dreadlocks, that wasn't that I had quote unquote corrupted it, I guess. Made it my ally. And that kind of puts some kind of like dreadlock looking shit on it. So that's what you were seeing.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you can take pieces off of some machines and like heavy gunners of humans and shoot people, but it's almost not worth it depending on
That
the situation.
sucks. Kind of.
Well, like if you're just fighting a Thunderjaw, yeah, shoot its little disc launchers off and kill it. That'll kill it fast.
What does a Thunderjaw look like? I don't think I saw it. So is it
Here,
like
let me pull up a picture for you
close,
two so you can see it.
fucking- I just want to know what animal it looks like.
It looks like a T-Rex without arms. To be honest.
Okay.
It's
easy.
not. This is a Thunderjaw.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, and these things
Not
right here,
intimidating at all.
the side cannons.
It looks
they're
like it
called
could be
disc
like
launchers.
like an insect.
Yeah, it does.
It could be, yeah. I don't know what it's modeled after, other than a T-Rex.
Nothing.
Yeah,
That's nowhere even
Something.
close to a T-Rex.
well, you put little arms on it and make it sit upright more.
Give it
it'll
a
be T-Rex.
face.
Yes.
That's its face.
It's
None
kinda
of them
like
actually.
It just
have
looks like a
faces.
crater with eyes in it.
Oh well, that's because it's from the side, like from the. That's its face.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and on its face, it's got two guns, but you can't use those. You can't use those to attack anything with.
And
Just
you
the
can-
ones on its back.
You can corrupt it and make it your best friend.
You can, and
Pretty cool.
those like supposedly these things wreck, but they don't. Like they're so easy to take down because you literally shoot, I think 4 arrows, and its main weapons are gone. Then you just do whatever you want.
You said you use rope things. Can you trip things with your rope?
Tripcaster or some shit like that, right?
The
That's
Tripcaster's
fucking called.
weird. Like it has 3 things to it. It's got the damage, just regular damage, which is like you put a rope down and it explodes in damage. And it's got an electrical one, which technically trips it up if they're not like strong against lightning, but it'll usually stun them and trip them and make them fall over. Then they have one that's fire and just light them on fire. But
So like
there's something called
that type of thing.
well, there's something called a rope caster where you shoot it into them and then you attach it to the ground.
Oh,
And that like you can do.
I did see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually one of the things they showed even at E.
Yeah, that's what I did the most to the Thunderjaw. You just do that a couple times and then you're free to fucking take off each of its parts.
I think I saw Joe do it to the birds and focus on.
Yeah, There's like a big giant bird. I don't remember what it's called, but do it to that and it's easy. But yeah, it's hella fun. I wanna beat the game first though. when I can next, I'm definitely gonna beat it, and then I'm gonna start doing challenge things.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. Every time we tried to start this episode or this setting, one of us has had to pee. Whether it was me or Joseph, we've had to pee. Now, both of us have to pee in the middle of the fucking
Let's just
episode.
go pee.
Oh, I ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna hold it.
No, I mean together.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold hands,
Hold peepees.
eat knees.
I could hold it.
yeah, no, that was a game that at first, like, getting a first look at it, I was like, dude, that's gonna be a pretty badass game, right?
Same.
And then Zelda came out.
Zelda came out.
Whoops. Well, okay.
That was their Horizon Zero Dawn.
So the thing that happened to us was we were I think we were just sitting at home normally. Joe goes, let's go get Zelda.
Yeah.
Like, I think I want Zelda. And I was like, what the fuck? That's out already? Turns out it had been out for like 2 days.
It was out for like 2 days.
And we hadn't, none of us really, had involved ourselves within, like, what it looks like, its gameplay, or its...
we just went
saw
in
the
with,
what was it, the E3 thing?
A general, yeah, like
I saw
the
the trailer, and then like the fucking gameplay trailer was kind of boring, so I didn't really watch
That
it.
had, yeah. That gameplay trailer was like 15 minutes long or
Yeah.
some shit like that. And we just we gathered enough information to know that, like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a fucking cool game.
Hmm?
But the trailer was really what got our fucking jimmies off. It was like we saw that
Like-
trailer, we're like, God, that looks so
What was
fucking
it?
cool.
Well, because the first trailer is just a bunch of animation, it's not shit that's actually happening. And then I think the second one, it like zooms in on Hyrule and
Right.
it shows all this
the
cool
Temple
stuff
of
happening.
Time.
And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm kind of hyped for this. And then, some time went on and I didn't really think about it.
It was like
much.
2 months passed, and it just kind of hit us. It blindsided us, which was a treat. Because holy fuck, is that game insane?
That game is phenomenal.
I've never played it personally, but we might do a let's play with it blind because I've seen them play bits of it, but I've never paid attention because I'm
He
always
did
playing
spoil a
Evolve.
couple things for him, but he's got a horrible memory, so he's going in blind.
I
Horrible
remember
memory.
that you got a helmet from a chest in water once.
Did get
I don't remember what helmet it was. I think it was one that started, but was
something like
super secret water helmet.
Okay, you know what? Whoever's editing this episode, just go ahead and put up a map and where you can find that helmet. No,
he
you see,
probably
like,
knows and remembers it.
the greatest part about that game, or what that meant to us, was the fact that we had no knowledge of it. Going into it blind was completely. It was the sweetest.
I feel like it was a proper way to do it, just because personally, it's such a huge fucking game, and I feel like had I known anything really about it,
Right.
it would just kind of like I'm gonna look out for this, and instead I'm just kind of wandering around
Exploring.
and exploring.
That's kind of how I was with Horizon Zero Dawn. I've seen stuff from it, but all I really knew about it was you're a hot pro tag fighting machine monsters. That was cool.
See, after, so you were playing that right when we about got
Yeah, that had been out.
we had gotten Zelda.
Yeah,
you'd been
approximately
playing that
same time.
regular. You'd been playing that regularly.
Yeah.
We came home with it. I think we just turned it on right away. The thing with that is, the more I saw Horizon Zero Dawn compared
Mm-hmm.
to Zelda, I just realized what game I would prefer to play, and I started critiquing Horizon Zero Dawn almost unfairly.
Me too.
Like the climbing in Horizon
Oh,
Zero
yeah.
Dawn. The like, oh, why would you even have yellow showing? You know, if it's just going to take you to a specific place, why break the immersion with the yellow saying you can jump here? Like just making it as bright as fucking
it's very
possible.
video gamey.
Yeah, it just felt to me, and personally, I'm not a fan of the Far Cry games, which that reminds me a whole bunch of Far Cry that just takes a formula and then puts their skin on it, which Zelda did not do. This is a new open world type of game with the Zelda skin, but done so correctly that it just feels right. And of course, the more I played Zelda, I was like, you know, I'm starting to see what people are talking about, why it could have been better.
A little bit,
but,
yes.
But it's their first try, really,
It's their first try doing something
out of the ordinary.
So open
grandiose
world and
Yeah.
and
different.
RPG like, I
Right.
guess.
Right.
But it's a step in the right direction, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Because it's so fresh. It's so fucking. It's a breath of fresh air.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. We
I
made
stole
that.
that from my friend Matt.
Shout outs to Matt.
Shout out to Matt.
Yeah, but the only reason I didn't play it at all is because it just didn't feel like it was my kind of game. Like the combat in
you're
Horizon
wrong.
Zero Dawn versus the combat
Wrong.
in Breath of the Wild.
The only reason
know.
you didn't play it is because we haven't stopped.
That's
one
not
of
true.
another one of the things I think why I think you're gonna like Breath of the Wild more than you say you will is because the very reason that the first reason you brought up for Horizon Zero Dawn, which was you can go about a fight differently every time, but and then you followed it up with, well, you're limited to a few weapons because you only have a bow and you only have this to work with, right? But with Zelda, there are so many. I'm not saying that you don't run out of things to do in
You
Zelda.
have the spear,
Like,
the two-handed sword, the
but-
regular sword,
And
and
I'm not even
shield.
just talking about weapons. I'm talking about you can throw your weapon. You can fly in and land on them with your weapon. Or you can fly in and drop a bomb.
Later, you get a couple skills that kind of mix things up. I won't say what they do, but they
Right.
give you some advantage.
All right.
There's certain items that do damage if you do some stuff to it, and
You
know,
have different elemental arrows. Go about that differently. Some elemental arrows, I won't say what you get, but some elemental arrows kill enemies in one hit. Because they're the opposite element. So like that to me is just that's a huge draw to that game for me. It's just because the battle, and this is something that I bring up a lot, is that the battle system in that game is so tight.
it's so tight, and also kind of not limited, but like once you get the hang of it, it's like I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and
Right.
then
It becomes second nature,
yeah, that's
kind of like a fighting game.
sort of
A
yeah. I'm still
particular
shit at
fighting
fucking
game that I
Dota.
love. A particular fighting game that I happen to love.
Anyways,
Oh no, we're talking about Smash, baby. You can't fucking get me out of
hey
this.
guys, I'm gonna go pee.
Fuck you.
No, all right.
I love Melee, period.
Yep, that's true. I can attest to that.
That's not fair. I know I could go on and on about Melee, but that's partially why I love Zelda in the first place, is because of that that learned state where the controls kind of disappear and you're just you're controlling your character.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I won't
Yes.
say anymore. I won't say any more about
I
Melee.
don't know what to say.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. I know I'm
Yeah.
the only one here.
Mhm.
Guys, if you're in the Phoenix area, hit me up. That play Melee with me.
He plays Melee. He knows all the double dash and shine out a shield or
There you
whatnot.
go. There's one.
Double dash.
Double dash Mario Kart.
I don't know all your lingo.
Double dash in Mario Kart 8.
Get that green shell.
It's wave dash.
There you go. Wave dash.
The rest of my case.
Waves.
This is what I live with, fellows, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah, I don't play Melee.
Shield. Man.
uh, Yeah, neither of them play it, mainly because a year ago, not so much on Alex's part, but on Joe's part, a year ago, I whooped him, I believe was the issue, and he just stopped having fun. So
Well, I was having fun because we were both playing okayish. And then I think, like, came over probably like a week later or some shit. And he practiced, and he was just too good. It's impossible to beat him. He's the best in the country.
The only reason,
World.
the reason
best in the world.
I
Fuck
don't
Armada. for
enjoy
those of you
is
following.
because
No, I love you, Armada. Don't say that.
Guy.
I'm not I like the
Armada
Smash
is
games,
very good.
but Melee was just
He's
never
my
appealed
brother.
to me.
What'd you say, Alex?
I like the Smash games, but Melee has never appealed to me.
Yeah, that's another. That's
I
another
liked
video
it
we
at the time, but, like,
We could do. I mean, okay. So this is the thing, right? It's like civil war in the Smash community. We can play Smash 4. I
have
do
it
not
now.
hate Smash 4.
he
And we
hates Smash.
we can do a video
Whatever he
with
says,
Smash
I
4.
don't believe anything he
Fuck
says.
that. I was better at Smash
Fucking
4 than I
complains
was
about
at
Smash
Melee.
4 being so different.
No.
Every time.
I was better at Smash 4 than I was at Melee. Was.
Bullshit. Oh, was. Okay, I can't say you weren't. I don't remember.
I can't say you ever were because, like, at Melee, you were always able to do like fancy things, but in Smash 4,
Maybe a couple years
you
ago.
couldn't do those same things.
But a couple of years ago, this is okay. So this is how it happened. Smash 4 came out. I haven't touched Melee in several years. I haven't touched Smash in several years, really. The last Smash game I had probably touched was Brawl,
Which is
which
phenomenal.
I was normal at. Ooh, careful.
I can't really say if Brawl was. That
I was
great,
I was
to be
okay
honest.
at Brawl, but
Phenomenal.
I had
It's
no
great.
idea. I had no idea about
love
like the
tripping.
tournament. I had no idea about the tournament scene. What I didn't know what a wave dash was, or I didn't know that you could fucking
Wave one down.
do anything
L cancel.
in Melee. So a few
Physical
years passed,
ceiling.
and you know I'm working at GameStop,
Beacon.
and the fucking Smash 4 comes out, and I have the GameStop guys to play with. So I go over and I start playing Smash 4. I realize that there's a bit of a competitive aspect to it. I look up Smash 4 and eventually just find my way over to Melee, which I liked better. And then I started practicing Melee way more than Smash 4 because I didn't even own Smash 4. See, that's the thing.
But you couldn't, yeah.
But then when I started
Couldn't really
playing
play.
both, you know, I started getting better at Smash 4, and I was slowly improving in Melee because I didn't have anybody to play with in Melees.
I guess it is easier to be good at Smash 4 versus Melee because Melee you have to do a lot more. You have
And
to do
Smash 4
faster.
is super simplified according
Well,
to
it's not
all
just
the
that, but like
pros and whatnot.
you
know?
hear if you listen to the controller on someone playing Smash 4 versus someone playing Melee. Someone playing Melee, you're gonna hear a lot more button taps and clicks and shit.
Well, yeah, but
So there's a lot more
I
to
mean,
it.
what? There's on average like 7.8 inputs on a controller per second for Melee. I don't know how many there are for fucking Smash 4. I know it's significantly less.
Yeah,
But like
yeah,
that's
definitely.
some fucking and I'm just gonna quote the documentary here. That's some StarCraft level shit. You know, that's an insane amount of inputs. But
Let the record show. I don't know what StarCraft is.
StarCraft
StarCraft.
RTS.
You don't have
RTS.
to tell me what it is. I'm not gonna. I'm sure I've seen it and heard of it and shit, but
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
an
played
old, It's an older game. It's just an RTS that I personally have never played myself. But yeah, like of course, like but Smash 4 to me is not a bad game. I will nonstop complain about the fucking game because I like Melee better. I just think, oh well, it's silly to take this out when this was such a perfect mechanic, and but like these two fucking they'll be like, oh, that's just you're using. I don't think it's fun because you're using wave dashing. Well, wave dashing is there, so
I,
use it.
that's not why I don't think it's fun.
Well, I'm talking
I've
about
never said that.
Joseph.
I don't think it's fun because, again, my fingers don't
Personally,
move
I
that
don't.
fast, and I'm not willing to practice to get like that good. Not just
I feel
that
like
though,
it's
but
there, but I don't feel like they intended for people to pick up on it, you know. And that's kind of what happened.
well, there's a lot
like
of games
a whole
like
nother
that.
level for it now because of everyone.
No, the
learning
fucked
new shit.
up thing is when apparently like 10 years ago they approached the developers and said, "Did you know all this was possible?" And they were just like, "Yeah, of course we knew all of it was possible."
Who's gonna say they didn't? Though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
guess.
either they're lying or
Yeah.
they made the most perfect game on the face of the earth.
I'm pretty sure they probably
That's my
like
favorite game of all.
it's probably one of those cases where they're like, oh well, we kind of knew it was in there, we had an idea, but we
Favorite
couldn't
game of
do
all time?
like I don't think they could have done it.
You locking
Like
it in?
you think of people testing the games.
Piss and light.
The people who test the games are usually not as good as the quote unquote professional players.
Well,
Chrono Trigger
but it
on
took
fire.
it took professional games, or it took the professionals, Mango Armada, all the professionals now that it took them 15 years to get to
Yeah.
evolve the game that much. I mean, you look at a video from 10 years ago, it's not going to be anywhere close. I play that good. I could beat Ken right now, or I could beat 2000 Ken. I can't beat 2017 Ken.
Exactly. So if it takes people who are at that level, because I mean, if you go to anybody who created that game, I can guarantee you they won't know how to do any of that shit, and they won't be able to.
Yeah.
And so it's not something that I think they intended, but once they realized it was there, they're like, sweet, now we can take credit for this, so people will buy our games more, which is okay. I mean,
Yes, but then
you know,
long story. You guys didn't watch the Smash documentary. I did. I do suggest those of you interested in the Smash scene to look at that Smash documentary because it's really neat. I know I'm late on this train, but that's not how I got involved. But it was something I watched after I had been involved. But that Smash documentary is kind of like it makes stories. It makes something happen, and in it they say. In it, they say like Nintendo had disowned their pros. It disowned their competitive scene. So then they had to do it on their own. Like this whole MLG thing. MLG picked them up and they started helping out, but Nintendo released a cease and desist or some shit like that.
I feel like
Nintendo.
a lot of that is because they're trying to make money on new shit, not the old shit.
It was before Brawl though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, they just didn't want that shit to happen. And of
Nintendo's
course
a lot
now
of
they're
weird
sponsoring
about
us like
streaming and shit though, you know.
yeah, and now they're sponsoring the Smash scene, but it's just if you guys want to know more, obviously just look up the Smash
Look,
documentary, not
Smash
necessarily
documentary.
YouTube.
yeah, anybody's listening, if you want, we also have a YouTube channel.
Smiley face. We are gonna do gameplay as Alex slightly mentioned earlier. I think we're gonna start it off with that blind Zelda game for Alex, so Joe and I can sit there and
Oh god, I gotta learn new controls.
gotta judge him.
I'm
Shush
sitting,
him.
I'm sitting here like, I know how to play Evolve. Is that anything
doesn't
like
know how to do
fucking
that.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, or like stupid. He should have just rolled.
That's why I'm
There's no
doing.
rolling. There's no fucking rolling.
That's why I'm doing blind.
started.
I'm also going to be doing a blind play, not
Wish
on this
fucking
channel.
Horses didn't control like goddamn robots. God, they're so stupid. They run into things. Anyways,
I'm going to be doing a blind playthrough of another game for my wife. That'll be nice. But anyways,
You're welcome to throw it on this channel, but he has his own
Yes, I
channel as
could.
well.
that'll
Like,
all be in the links or whatever.
It'll be
description,
in the
There we go.
description of our
YouTube,
YouTube
or if I guess I don't know. We'll figure it out.
wherever.
Later.
Yeah.
Again, this is just kind of a work in progress. We don't really know how to do this podcast thing. In fact, I don't think any of us have seen a podcast other than maybe you have.
I used to
Seen
watch
or
one.
listened.
I used to
don't-
watch two regularly.
I actually don't even have a computer, and my phone's full, so I don't download.
He's got a
anything.
computer. He's just lazy.
I used to have an iPhone, iPod. Wow, iPod.
What?
I used to have an
Put it on
iPod.
your iPod.
Yeah, I had a couple on my iPod.
Fuck you. Fuck you, man. How quietly.
Yeah, we're doing the blind playthrough eventually. Probably not anytime.
What's your other game that
recent.
you're gonna be playing?
BioShock Infinite.
Oh,
I haven't even really watched anything play on that. Like, I don't know. I don't. All I know about it is the Elizabeth. Is that her name?
yeah.
That's her.
I know
Love of
that
the Bird
she
Monster.
eventually is on a boat, right?
There's a firehouse or something, and There's always a firehouse. Like the tagline for the game.
For BioShock?
Yeah.
Or BioShock Infinite?
Infinite.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see.
Is that Firewatch?
No, there's
know what
always
the
a
fuck you're talking
firehouse.
Firehouse?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Person,
Maybe
honestly,
we should all do
it's
a
a
blind
fucking
playthrough.
lighthouse.
honestly, he's gonna be playing on my fucking my copy of BioShock Infinite,
Yeah.
and I've never played the.
I was a
game.
huge fan of the first two, and then I got
Late
BioShock
games.
being hyped as shit, and it was just kind of personally, I thought it was very muted, like it was just kind of
I think like with the
It was
trailers, that's why I never got
very
into it.
low. I don't know, low energy, low just.
It wasn't
It
as
didn't meet
in your face.
expectations right away, and it never did, unfortunately. But it looked pretty, I guess.
I think like it looks like a different
Shaded,
game
cel-shaded.
than
It's not.
BioShock 1 and 2.
I never liked the style of BioShock Infinite. BioShock 1 and 2 were really good.
Yeah, I liked it
Definitely
because it
really
good.
had kind of the old timey, how Fallout does
Right.
with the
Yeah, definitely.
ruined old bullshit aesthetic, and then they kind of ran on that, but it's underwater. It's really
That's the thing, though. It's got that eerie style. With
Yes.
BioShock Infinite, it just felt like Doom on a rail.
I don't know. I think it
Oh,
looks
I don't
too
know.
bright to be Doom.
Like
it's super bright.
Well, it's
and
too bright,
pretty
but
and,
there's just so much going on. There's so much battle going on. To me, that I think
wouldn't
the
do
worst
that.
parts for me of BioShock 1 and 2 were like what's around the corner.
Honestly,
I know there's enemies, but like
I feel like there's
yikes.
just too much scenery in Infinite.
Maybe
In fucking 1 and 2, you're basically in a giant
you
sub. or
could get
whatever the fuck.
lost.
And there's like corners. There's
Yeah.
no distance,
Right.
And in Colombia, there's just a bunch of distance, and it's like
Guess I'll have to find out.
I don't
I'm
know.
kind of worried now.
It's a very pretty game. I just wasn't a fan
Definitely-
of it, unfortunately.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to another one. Huh? 2K? You gonna make one of
Please.
those?
2K's
Ever?
busy running Evolve into the ground.
No, they dropped that
Please?
shit.
No,
I'll
2K's
buy it,
still kind of supporting it.
Eventually, he says, "I'll buy it eventually."
I said
Once it's
unfortunately.
Oh,
$5.
unfortunately, even better.
Boy, just sit well. You're gonna love it. I know it. It's gonna
You're gonna have fun with it, buddy, pal.
I'll
enjoy
try.
that rail system. It's very
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. The only thing I know is I remember seeing someone talking to Emily, is it? I
It's
want to say
Elizabeth.
Emily now. Is it Elizabeth? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Someone talking to Beth in a boat.
Wait,
That's all I remember.
Okay,
That's the
so
only thing
basically-
I remember from the game.
maybe
Maybe I'm
rescue
wrong.
this chick or some shit.
Maybe I'm. Don't tell
And
me
she's
the
your
game.
sidekick.
Don't tell me the
And she
game.
throws things at you.
Don't tell me the game. I'm gonna
He's
play it
not.
myself.
He's just giving you a
That's basically all she does.
premise.
Does she at least row the boat so I don't have to? Because I'm doing all this
I
other
don't know
shit
what
for
you're
her.
talking about. There's no boat. It's fake.
Fake boat.
Damn
There's always a firehouse. Subs.
Cake is a lie. It's a firehouse.
Don't do that.
I hope the cake isn't.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, stop.
Did you eat any of those brownies, by the way? I know it's
Yeah,
kind of
they're
off topic.
delicious.
Yes.
Okay.
Next episode.
Make
Next
them
sitting.
wet
Next thing we
next
talk
time.
about.
I don't want them chewy. I want them just wet.
It's just not cook them.
He wants to. Next. Okay. Well, we'll save that.
We're just
We'll,
fucking rambling. I love it.
we'll save that. We'll save that for next sitting. That way we can just talk about food. What we
Food.
like. What
All
we
right,
like.
let's end this. No.
That's me playing
Yeah.
with my stomach.
Honestly, we could call it ends right here.
Yeah, it's been about 45 minutes
Like,
or
Let's
so.
start. We can start ending it up. Well, I mean, next time, right?
Yeah.
Just we're good.
Next
Wait, I gotta
time,
fucking piss.
next time we come together, we'll talk about some foodie stuff. This time was mostly video games. Which, by the way, there's just currently I am playing Evolve, quote unquote, Stage 2, Horizon Zero
He wants
Dawn,
everybody to know.
and what was the other one I'm playing?
Dirty Bomb.
Dirty Bomb.
Spend
Yeah, I guess kind of
$90
Dirty
on
Bomb.
it.
Spend all your fucking money on Evolve. $90 fucking for all its DLC. It's so good.
You need it.
It was $100.
You need it.
All right. Well,
$90.
goodbye. Goodbye.
It's worth it.